has just wrapped up. We are going to take a look back at how our team did last week, and then we'll take a look and give ourselves a preview of our Week 4 matchup. And then after that, we'll take a look at some of the scores around the league over the past week and make our predictions for Week 4 before wrapping up. Alrighty, so Week is if Wentz continues to play well, and let's say they don't lose a game, like that makes things pretty tough. I feel like they maybe handed things over to McCarthy a little bit early. I, watching him play, I didn't think he looked ready. They had the week 1 win, but he looked really bad against the Falcons, I believe it was. Yeah, the Falcons in week 2. But I don't know, he's still like super young, but I'll be interested to see like how that plays out if Carson Wentz balls out and they win a bunch of games while McCarthy is recovering. Next up we got Tyron Tracy with 5.6. And I believe he got hurt. Yeah, shoulder injury. Left the game. And yeah, dislocated shoulder, man, that's gotta be so painful. So yeah, I'm really, really glad that I grabbed Scattaboo. I got him in the 10th round. That's crazy. But man, I'm pretty high on Scattaboo. I think. Well, I don't know, man. Because at the same time, I forgot that the Giants are going to be starting Jackson Dart, and it feels like they're giving up on the season, which is crazy. Because I thought Russ was playing well. I thought he was playing about as well as you could have expected. I can't imagine that Jackson Dart would, perform better than Russ did, but you never know. Maybe he's been looking great in practice or something, but it feels like they're kind of like throwing in the towel already. Yeah, it just feels like such a weird move, so I don't really know what to expect with the Giants offense, but, seeing Scattaboo end up with 24 here, I mean, the dude plays so hard. He's like a bulldog, man. It's crazy. But yeah, hopefully the offense is still good enough to where they're running the ball a decent amount, because yeah, like if we can get more weeks like that, that's gonna help out a bunch. Bills defense ended up with 2. Shout out to anyone who had the Vikings defense this past week. I'm sure they had a ton of points for you. That was crazy what they did to the Bengals. Yikes. Okay, so on our bench we had Herbert with 14.6, probably his worst game of the year. And he still had 300 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. So he's been playing really well to start the year. Great backup to have. Maybe I'll try to trade him or something, because I'm never gonna start him when I have Lamar, But oh well. Rico Dowdle with 10 points. A little more action for him this game. Jaden Reed, he is out for a bit. Yeah, he's on IR. Luther Burden with 21.8. He did. Our league has a bonus for 50-plus yard touchdowns, I believe, which is why we got that. I'm not sure how much it is, but this was definitely good to see. Hate to see it against my Cowboys, that part's tough, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, Chicago's offense is, especially with Odunze, bad. It's really bad. But my starters are pretty good, so that's good. Turpin is available. That's interesting to drop him right now with CD being out. Jalen Tolbert also available. Yeah, okay. Alright. I think I'll just go with that for now. Sweet. Alright, we're gonna take a look at some of the results over the past week. Okay, sorry, had to make sure I remembered to put dark mode on. Okay, so first up we got the Bills beating the Dolphins 31-21, and that drops the Dolphins to 0-3. Bills are up to 3-0. So yeah, Dolphins in a weird spot here. Things are not looking great right now. I would imagine, if they keep losing, Mike McDaniel might be on the chopping block at some point this season. Like if they lose a few more in a row, yeah, I think the seat's gonna be getting pretty hot. But yeah, not the best start for them. Bills are looking great, however. Next up, we got the Cowboys at the Bears. Honestly, this game, if 31-14 makes it almost sound closer than it really was, and that was just not the case. We got outplayed so hard. Our defense is terrible. We might have, actually, I truly think we have the worst defense in the NFL. I think so. It's pretty bad what's going on here in Dallas. I mean, we made Caleb Williams look elite, and not to throw shade or anything, but I mean, that had to have been like a career game for him. I know it's only his second year, but we made him look fantastic. Like he's been in the league for a long time. Just absolutely torched us. Our secondary at times looks completely incompetent. So yeah, I don't know. The team's just not good. Our kicker is still our best player. So, and CD got hurt. So yeah. Anywho, congrats to the Bears fans out there. I am thrilled for you. Next up, we got the Packers at the Browns. This was a shocker. This was a big-time shocker. So the Browns end up getting the dub, 13 points to nothing in the fourth quarter. And a game-winning field goal at the very end. There were a lot of crazy special teams plays on Sunday. It was actually pretty wild. But yeah, big time win for the Browns. Things were about to start getting weird if they start out 0-3 with Joe Flacco, and they have Dylan Gabriel. They've also got Shador. I think it was gonna start getting weird pretty quick if they started out 0-3, 0-4. But for now, they are 1-2. Big win for them at home. Shout out to anyone who took a flyer on Quinshon Judkins in their draft. Looks like his value is going to be really good this year. So might be the steal of the draft if you This Vikings defense was incredible this game. Absolutely incredible. 48 to 10. I mean, just a complete beatdown. Big game from Jordan Mason as well. And a huge win for the Vikings. Steelers at the Patriots. Steelers go up 2-1. 2-1, sorry. I did not watch this game. I don't think I saw any of this game, to be honest. But, well done, Steelers. Good job. Looks like Drake May had a solid game under Henry. I mean, still doing it. Rams at the Eagles. Eagles win 33-26. They blocked 2 field goals in the fourth quarter, which is insane. Including one that would have won the game for the Rams. So, yeah, that's a tough one for Rams fans. I believe it was. So I think it was 26 to 7 in the third quarter. I want to say. And the Eagles came back and won. So, I mean, yeah, you can't blow that lead if you're the Rams, but huge comeback for the Eagles. Next up, we got the Jets. They are now 0-3, losing to the Buccaneers on the road. I'm trying to remember exactly what happened with this one. I believe, I want to say the Bucs, but what did they do? Did they block? I think the Bucs got a field goal blocked. End up giving up a score and then go down and then kick a game-winning field goal. Let's check out the box score. Okay, yes. That's right. Okay, so the Jets blocked a field goal with less than 2 minutes left. Return it for a touchdown. Wait, this isn't really like the timing, is it? Okay, yes, 1:49 left. Blocked the field goal, returned it for a touchdown, and then end up giving up a game-winning drive that ended in a field goal. So yeah, tough one for the Jets, man, to go down 0-3. I mean, that's not great. But man, the Bucs look good. Baker is looking this ended up coming down to a game-winning field goal for the Chargers. And I want to say the Broncos lost last week on two game-winning field goals, so that's 2 in a row. And the one last week came after a penalty. They would have ended up winning. I think the kick got missed, but they got to retry because of a penalty. So 2 just absolutely brutal losses. Back to back, and they are now 1-2 to start the season. Next up, we have the Saints losing 44-13 on the road. That's crazy. That's wow. No bueno. And they are now 0-3. But I mean, they also have Spencer Rattler as their quarterback. I don't know, man. They're in a tough spot. They're in a really tough spot. Next up, we got the Cardinals at the 49ers. 49ers win 16-15. They are now 3-0. They win on a game-winning field goal as well. So a lot of like very pivotal special teams plays this week. But yeah, Mac Jones has been playing great for the 49ers. So that's been good to see. Good for him. I think Purdy might be coming back this week, but I'm not 100% on that. Next up, we got the Chiefs at the Giants. Giants are now 0-3. They lose 22-9. I actually picked the Giants to win this game. I thought they would do well, with their defensive line against the Chiefs' offensive line. They haven't looked great this year. They haven't done a great job of protecting Mahomes, but yeah, I was very much wrong. But at the same time, I also don't think the Chiefs. I mean, they don't look. They don't look like they'll be a dangerous team in the playoffs right now. They don't look like they have looked the past few years. That's for sure. Alright, next up we got the Lions at the Ravens. I picked the Ravens for this one as well. But yeah, Lions with a big win on the road. 17 in the fourth. So clutch fourth quarter. David Montgomery had a huge game. Mark Andrews had a huge game as well. Derrick Henry with a costly fumble towards the end. Another costly fumble. He did the same thing last week, but yeah, just kind of a fluke. I wouldn't worry about it too much if you're a Ravens fan, but tough to start out 1-2. I can't. Is this okay? Let's go ahead and make our predictions for the week. Seahawks at Cardinals. I feel like this one is a bit of a toss-up. No James Conner now for the Cardinals. I think that changes things quite a bit. If it weren't for that injury, I would take the Cardinals, but I'm going to take the Seahawks with James Conner being hurt. Packers at Cowboys. Yeah, I'm going to take the Packers here. Sorry, my dog is snoring. I'll try to wrap this up quick. Next up we got Vikings and Steelers. This is the Ireland game. So, who really knows? So we got Carson Wentz against Aaron Rodgers. I'm gonna go Steelers here. I'm gonna go Steelers. is, I'm assuming, yeah, he's still projected points, so I guess he's starting. In that case, I'm going to take the Commanders. I'll take the Commanders to win this one. Next up, we got the Saints at the Bills. I'll take the Bills for this one. Wow, they're 15.5-point favorites, so that's crazy. That's huge. Oh, wow. Browns at the Lions. Give me the Lions for this one. Panthers at Patriots. Dude, honestly, the Panthers have looked pretty good this year. I mean, T-Mac has looked great, too. Bryce Young is finally getting his chance, which is good to see. I'm going to take the Patriots, though, at home. I feel like it's kind of a toss-up. I don't really know. There's a lot of unknowns about these two teams and, like, where they're at right now. Well, I'll take the Patriots. Chargers at Giants. Yeah, give me the Chargers, 100%, especially with Jackson Dart starting. His first career start. Eagles at Bucks. Oh, that'll be a good game. That'll be a really good game. Mike Evans is out, so that changes things. Give me the Eagles for that. Titans at Texans. Oh, that's gonna be a tough game. I'll take the Texans. Colts at Rams. This is gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be a high-scoring game. Give me, you know what, dude? Give me the Colts. Give me the Colts. Next up, Jaguars at 49ers. 49ers at home. They're 3-0. I mean, give me the 49ers. Ravens at Chiefs. Like I said, I don't think the Chiefs are looking that great this year. They look pretty mediocre, actually. I'll take the Ravens. Although I think the Chiefs, these past few years, they've had a tendency to like play up or down to their opponents for whatever reason. So I think it's gonna be a good game. I think you'll see a better version of the Chiefs ready to play for this one, but I still think the Ravens are more talented and take the win. Bears at the Raiders. This is a toss-up to me. I'll take the Bears. Jets at the Dolphins. This is the Monday night game. Oh, there's two, but man, that's a rough one. I'll take the Dolphins at home. And then last but not least, we got the Bengals at the Broncos. Definitely give me the Broncos. The Bengals looked terrible last week. Alright, there we go. There's our picks. Yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap this one up here, guys. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was relaxing. And if you did like it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more. And I will see you all